Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up, man?
How'd it do? How'd it do?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, hey, man, another day. Another day.
Another day.
I made it.
Another dollar.
Nah, man, I ain't got no raise yet.
It's another day.
It's another day. Hey, this ain't pay week, so just another day.
We on the same schedule then. Yeah, the Fridays on the payday just a little different, right?
Yeah, they don't hit the same, man.
I eat different, everything different.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Say I got that out of the way.
You go, boy. You go.
Yeah, man. So let me say this, man. I don't want to get all mushy, but I do want to say this, man. I appreciate you, bro. I want to say that. I know I take it for granted. I just send you a message. Hey, man, we podding, but really, really, I don't want to take that lightly and take that for granted. I just expect you to be here every single week. Like,
hey, man, I expect you to expect me.
All right, bet. That's enough mush. Yeah. But yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's get in.
What I was about to say, jail nigga, you gay.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't see grown men can't give each other.
You can't do it.
Nothing, compliments or nothing, or props, nothing.
I got men at my church that are older. They won't hug. They won't hug. They won't tell you they love you. It's just
really,
yeah. And I was on the phone with one of the deacons a couple weeks ago, and he kept talking. I always get off phone, I love you. He just kept talking of it. I said, I love you. Yeah, Rev. Yeah. I said, I love you. Oh, yeah.
It's that generation. There's a generation of men that just didn't communicate like that. They just don't.
Yeah, they didn't roll like that.
Hugging and stuff.
Oh yeah, I ain't hugging no man. I'll give him a man hug while I shake his hand.
We kind of like that too, though. We kind of like that. I think the next generation though is different.
Oh man, they might hug them too long. Hold
on. Like let go. Loose me.
Yeah. Keep your hands up here. What are you doing?
Right. Hug me around my waist. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, see, they going too far.
Oh man. Well, we might as well start. This is the last week we're gonna talk about Drake. But somebody got shot. So we got to talk about it, man. Somebody got shot at his home in Toronto.
Man.
Bodyguard. Crazy, right?
We got a real rap beef now.
Now, serious to you. Now you think it's a beef.
Now it's real rap.
Let's see.
Yeah. They going too far. They going too far, man. Too much.
His store got vandalized.
Yeah.
His house got broken into twice already.
They caught somebody at his gate the other day trying to go in too. They got him before he got in. Talking about, I'm here to see Drake.
I think just a random. Yeah, I'm coming to see Drake, man. Where you at?
Yeah, man, it's too much.
It's too far, right?
So you think, and these are Kendrick fans.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they may just be Drake haters.
Yeah.
But you think about somebody like Beyonce, the Beehive, and the Swifties. How many of them it is? Thank God they women.
Yeah.
Because women can act foolish, but they don't act as aggressively foolish as we do.
Well, there was Selena. I mean, I'm not making fun. I don't mean that but I'm just saying Selena did get murdered by.
That's day one.
There's some crazy women fans out there.
It is.
But you're right, though. Men, it's a little different. Showing up at the house.
Yeah, men a little more aggressive. Men a lot more aggressive. But over rap.
Over rap. Man. It's getting it took a turn, man, to like it got personal, too personal, like where it wasn't good anymore to me. Like somebody go to prison for this stuff.
It was good, but I was like, yeah, these dudes is yeah, there'll never be a collab between these two.
No, it's personal.
Yeah, that. And you know, I told you Drake should have got his lick back. Now he just steady catching stuff.
Yeah, he can't do nothing now. Can't even live in peace.
He can't.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess he's trying to be the bigger man now. Maybe.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
I don't know. He been posting a lot of like dark.
Yeah.
things.
Like, yeah, that y'all done messed me up. Like, yeah, I'm mentally messed up now.
Yeah.
Because I can't even be at home without y'all coming and messing with me.
Yeah.
Man, that's gotta be a terrible life. All the money, all the fame, all of that. This has got to make his life, man, it's
yeah. Peace is priceless, man. Peace, to have peace in your own home.
Yeah, and he can't go home and get peace.
Nope.
Yeah, man, that's a lot.
He's got to rap his way out of this. More bars.
See,
that's crazy, man.
See, and that's it. It's not like he can rap his way out of it because he'll rap, and I think we figured out Kendrick ain't gonna let it go.
No, and that's what I want to get to, man. This are you gonna say we taking this thing too far? But what's that colorism in this beef? I know you're gonna say it. I know it's too deep, but I noticed that there's this crazy thing now saying Drake's not black. His mom's white. He's a colonizer. Doesn't that kind of take away from the beef a little bit? Is that too far? What you think?
I think the beef has gotten so personal anyway. Now, I think if his mom wasn't white and he was still his complexion, maybe they wouldn't have done that. But they got that one, maybe.
You know there's a thing.
I know.
You know the light skin emotional thing. You know you hurt your whole life.
I know. I ain't never understood that.
What? It's relatively new, I think, for the most part. Last 10 years, probably. Emotional, light skinned man. I don't know.
I don't understand that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna blame it on his mama being white.
But see, okay, so his mom been white the whole time, right?
Yeah, she didn't change. she didn't Michael Jackson it. She been white all his life.
All his life, right? And Jewish.
Yeah.
By the way. And nobody had a problem. I mean, he's been #1 for years. He's been in the game for about 12, 13 years now. Killing it. But all of a sudden, we got Kendrick coming out saying, you know what? I don't even want you saying nigga no more. Your mom white, you colonizer. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, you know, Kendrick, he's it's just like everybody turned on him too, which clearly they didn't like him.
You think they don't like him now because he's on top, like he's #1?
Well, you know, the way they say, which, you know, we don't know him. The way they say is his head has gotten so big. He's gotten so arrogant that don't nobody want to fool with him.
I mean, he did pass Michael Jackson.
I mean, and to be a rapper, you got to have some type of belief in yourself.
Ain't that what rap is? Like from the beginning of time?
It's braggadocious. It's a bunch of bravado.
That's all rap is. It's always been that way. That's the game. Sucky MCs.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a lot of hate because he's at a level that a lot of them been in there longer, never reached.
Yeah.
And they know they're not going to reach it.
And it's easy to take a shot at a biracial Canadian.
Yeah.
I mean,
he ain't from the hood, no way. Okay.
He's not. And he never really came off like that. He was trying to be from the hood.
Yeah. Now, Ice Cube wanted to be an architect growing up.
Yep.
Ain't nobody hate on him.
Hmm. Different time though.
It's a different time. Different time. But yeah, man, just leave Drake alone. There's a big enough piece. There's a big enough pie for everybody to have a piece. Some of these guys probably believe, well, if Drake got my spot. No, he didn't.
No,
Drake got Drake's spot.
Yeah, he came along at the right time. And that's what happened. He just got success. The right music people wanted to hear at the time, and they've been wanting to hear it for years.
And I'm not going to lie and say he didn't have the right look to appeal to.
Now you're talking. Now, talk about that. That's where I'm going.
You know, he's sometimes light skin has its privileges. And white people felt more like, you know, well, he doesn't look. I can more relate to him. And he was on Degrassi. It's Wheelchair Jimmy. And look at him. He looks like somebody you could just sit down and have a talk with.
And he sounds like it too.
Yeah. And you know, he don't speak broken English. Mm-mm. So his appeal, he naturally had an appeal to cross over.
Yeah. And I personally just listen to his music. I feel like he's kind of drifting away from that clean image. He's kind of, not that it was ultra clean, but you know, he's kind of doing more songs with like a 21 Savage and people like that. Now it's almost like he's trying to get away from it.
And he don't need to.
And he don't need to, right?
You know where your bread is buttered. But you need to roll right with it.
But don't we call him corny though? We call him corny.
Yeah, you can call me corny, but I'm gonna be corny all the way to the bank.
Yeah, Will Smith was corny.
Yeah, and how that, except for that darn woman he got caught up with, Will was on top of the world.
He was.
And that Bad Boys movie looked good too.
I'm gonna see it. Yeah, it does look good.
It looked like it's good.
Bad Boys does look good.
So I mean, he should be thankful. Look, this is the position I'm in. I'm a roll with it. Maybe some of them are upset because it seems like he's trying to change that image and move into their area. Mm-hmm. And if Drake is already up here over there, he's got his name Drake. If he start getting over here, he's gonna start cutting into mine.
Yeah. And hip hop had a bad year. Last year, nothing really charted. Not a lot of money in it like it used to be.
Nope.
Except for him. Drake seems to be on top. So they hungry, man. They trying to go after his head. He got the top. So
yeah, man. I think it's a place for you've heard some of the music.
Mm-hmm.
Make better music.
Do better.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can have your spot if you do better.
Yeah. Well,
you ain't taking Drake's spot.
Well, you ain't taking Drake's spot.
Yeah, you ain't taking it.
Well, we're gonna keep it biracial. I don't know. I sent you the clip on that sounds funny. I sent you the clip on Sage Steele. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of layers. I don't know. Maybe I didn't send it to you. I'm gonna play it.
No, you ain't send it to me. I ain't seen that about no African Americans.
Oh, well, you listen to this clip.
Walters specifically asked me on live TV about why is it important for me to say I'm biracial versus just Black, and then pointed out the example of, well, our president, Barack Obama, says he's Black. And I said in 2014, pretty much what I said in 2021. Okay, congratulations to him. And I said this, was raised by his white mother and his white grandmother, and his Black father was nowhere around. He wrote a book on that. This is not breaking news. I said, but that's his choice. If I'm asked, I'm so proud of my Black side and my white side. I'm proud of how I am made. The courage that my parents had in 1970 and 71, what I've gone through is nothing. It's the least I can do is to stand up for both of my parents.
A lot of layers.
Who that is?
Sage Steele.
I didn't know she was mixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something that I once heard great philosophers say. You ready for this?
Yeah.
White man, white woman, white baby. Black man, black woman, black baby. Black man, white woman, black baby. White man, black woman, black baby.
No matter what.
Yeah, it's black.
But she does not identify as just being black. She says, I am biracial. I represent my mom's side, my dad's side. I'm 50-50, is what she says. Isn't that fair for her to identify with both sides if she's both?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to tell you what society is going to see.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't going to see your mixed race heritage.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to see black man, white woman, black baby. White man, black woman, black baby.
Yeah, that's what they're going to see. But I'm just saying for her, she's not going to exclude her mom's side.
And she shouldn't, because that would almost be, that would be like rejecting your parent.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what it would be like.
So, I mean, I can understand her saying that and feeling that way, but I also know how she's going to be looked at.
Mm-hmm. And what about a Barbara Walters actually saying, hey, Barack Obama, he identifies as being black? Like, what you talking? How you going to be both?
Hey, just because Barack did it, and you saw Barack was raised white.
The whitest.
You know, they called him Barry.
Yeah.
Not Barack.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew how he was perceived. He knew what they looked at him.
Yeah. And let's be honest, black people are never going to be like, he's half white too. Nobody.
Yeah. We ain't, except when they get mad at Drake. We don't throw him away like that, though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of the same situation here. We kind of pick and choose.
But most of the time we accept them.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Unless we're mad. Well, you know he half white.
And in the words of George Jefferson, that makes him half all right.
Right.
He only half white.
Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, Barack Obama he's always identified as a black man, even though his dad
wasn't in the picture.
Never around.
But he knows he raised in Chicago. You know what he looked black.
He was raised in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
On a military base. Go ahead, man. It's a little different. Hawaii,
Chicago, it's all the same.
What, they got spam? Everybody eat spam there too in Chicago.
Yeah, but it's ghetto spam. It ain't a delicacy like it is in Hawaii. Oh, why didn't folks like spam like that?
That's like their meat of choice, man.
Yeah, something weird about that.
I never liked spam. Did you like spam growing up?
You fried it.
It had to be fried.
Yeah.
What other way can you eat it?
There's no way you can eat it cold. I don't think.
Isn't that pork? You can't eat raw pork.
It's spicy ham. That's what spam stands for.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Never knew that. And it's not spicy.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Oh man, I know I ain't trying to jump around, but this hit me in my head, and I wanted to tell you what was on my mind. My coworker has godparents.
And your coworker's white with godparent?
Yep.
Italian?
No, white. White.
White. With godparents.
She got godparents.
How'd that happen? Did she explain?
She said she had a single father who she was born when he was like 25, and the doctors had told him he wasn't gonna live past 30. I mean, he's turning 60 this month, but so I guess because of that, he had people in place to take care of her in case something happened to him.
That makes sense. Makes sense. That's what it's really about. I mean, technically, wow, man.
Yeah, man.
Got to get on the show. No,
I've been meaning to tell you that because one day we were just sitting in the den. I was like, I'm gonna text her and ask her, do white people have godparents?
Like, I do. Like, wow.
And this was on a weekend. I know she was like, huh? I got my ass. Then she said, well, since you asked me that, I feel comfortable enough to ask you, how do you feel if white people jump over the broom? I don't care. I ain't married them.
Oh, wedding ceremony?
Yeah.
Why would they want to? I mean, I'm just saying.
It was something she liked it. So she wanted to do it.
How you feel about that? You think that's being a culture vulture?
I ain't care.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't care.
You know, that's been coming up a lot, that whole culture vulture thing. We talked about Vlad. Vlad has always been called a culture vulture, man.
He has. Now, there are two sides to this. So there's two ways of looking. Why can't Vlad say how he feels?
Okay.
I'm not talking about his reaction. Let's hit the first part first.
Yes, yeah. Let's talk about let's get to the clip. And then we'll talk about it. Because it's layers. It's layers for sure.
After the Saturday evening release of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, DJ Vlad would insert himself into the discussion, criticizing the track's mixing. Due to the fact that many have a problem with Vlad being involved in cultural topics, his opinion did not go over well. That day, he would post a tweet that read, "Kendrick's Not Like Us needed a better mix. It takes away from the song." The one tweet received backlash on the platform as online users would ask Vlad to sit this topic out, with many even accusing him of being a culture vulture and colonizer. One online user, Morgan Jerkins, would also respond to Vlad, reciting similar rhetoric as everyone else. Jerkins would write, "You are white. This is a black folk affair."
Dang. I got a problem with that because he's a DJ for one, and he's a part of the culture. It ain't the culture, unless culture means a color, which I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
Right?
Here's my thing, though. If white people are having a conversation and we get in the conversation and a white person say, keep your black mouth out of this white conversation, what we going to do?
It's different.
Why?
I don't think white is a culture. I mean, I hate to say that.
Everybody got culture.
But their culture is divided up into maybe regions or nationalities. I'm Irish. I'm this. I'm Swedish. I'm part Swedish. I'm part Irish. I'm Italian. It's different for us. Our culture, which we've lost, which we know we don't have, we can't trace our roots back that far unless you use. You know.
My people from St. Louis.
Yeah. All right, Fred. But I think when it comes to, we're sensitive about our culture because we lack that because we know what happened with slavery.
So I'm gonna tell a white person they can't talk about a black conversation, but I can jump into all their conversations.
Meaning what? Give me an example of their conversation.
Whatever conversation they have about a white person, if I jump into it.
And if they say, keep your black mouth out of this.
Yeah. You're not white. You can't talk about this. How am I feel?
Oh, it could be violent for some.
See, that's my issue with us. We are the worst for excluding people, but wanting to be included.
I can't argue that.
So you
It
know,
happens.
First off, Vlad is a DJ.
Mhm.
He's speaking on the music.
Yep.
He has every right as a DJ to speak on the music.
Right.
He's talking about a song. Why are we gonna tell him keep your white mouth out of this? I know that ain't how they said it, but that's what they said.
That's what they said. They said, sit this one out. This is the black folks conversation.
Yeah. So I mean, I have issues. I have issues with us for doing that, because we'll be hot if somebody excludes us from a conversation like that.
Okay. Good one. Let's say it's about country music, for example. That's probably a better example because we're talking about music. And they're talking about country music, and then you chime in and be like, man, Darius Rucker. And they'd be like, hey, we're not talking about black country. And we're not talking about Beyonce. Sit out.
He didn't lift up anybody.
He didn't. But he just said that the mix wasn't good.
Yeah. So even if it's country music, if I listen to country like that, I ought to be able to chime in on the conversation.
But some people are going to look at you like, you listen to country because you're black.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, yeah, I do. Let's have this conversation.
But some people might, what do you know about country? So it's kind of like that. What do you know about that?
They didn't say what you know about it.
No, they said sit out.
They said keep your white mouth out of this conversation.
All right. So let's
people talking.
Right.
People talking. You sit down.
Sit down. But we can't act like this isn't like been something with Vlad for a long time. I mean, he did go after Louis Farrakhan a few years back, and people, I didn't like that. And they feel like he interviews people that are, gangbangers and bad for the culture and exploits.
But people keep watching.
I love his interviews. That's why I said he's a part of the culture. Like it or love it, hate it, whatever. He's a part of the culture. Right?
So how does he get to sit? Why does he have to sit out? Because his skin complexion is different.
I don't know. I don't agree with it. One thing that did happen that kind of proved their point was
he showed white privilege.
He did.
He did show white privilege.
So the professor that chimed in against him and said, hey, sit this one out. He went and looked her up where she worked and said that he contacted the administration at her school she worked for. And it was like, oh, that's the whitest thing.
That was what do they call dudes that are Karens? Chads.
Is it a Chad? No, it did not.
I think it is a Chad.
It can't be Curtis.
It's a Chad.
I never heard that. Is that what that is? It's a Chad and a.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Chad.
What's the woman? Karen.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it's a Chad.
Wow. Dang,
yeah, that rings. So
dang, that's awful. Yeah, he was being a Chad then. And it looked bad.
Yeah. So on the one hand, I'm trying to defend him for letting him be in the conversation. On another hand, he showed why they shouldn't have put him in the conversation.
Okay, and then you rewind back. You remember when he went after Taraji with Color Purple?
Yeah,
he went after her. So stuff like that he does. It looks kind of like, all right, man, you getting too comfortable. Don't you think some white people can get too comfortable in the culture?
Yeah, but that's because we say things in front of them, and then if they say it, we get mad.
Like, nigga?
Well, I wasn't even talking about nigga, but that's a big one. But like, it's like, say you and me having a conversation, and we're different, but our relationship is different. But I can be talking about my son. Boy, he just blah, 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 I just can't, blah, blah. And you know, I'm complaining about him, and he's doing this and he's doing that. And then one day I mention him, and you say, "Well, is he still doing this, 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 and this?" I'm be mad at you.
Yeah, like I'm calling him out. That ain't, you can say it.
Yeah, that's it. It'd be like, it ain't your place. And I think that's what happens. We get comfortable, and then when they hear it, you kept saying it. So now they just parrot what you said, and you mad.
Well, that's why you should watch what you say to a certain degree. And you talking about, man, black on black crime is crazy. And they be like, yeah, man, blacks are really killing each other. Somebody white say it.
What are you talking about? And you mad. No, it's not. It's not about color. It's about proximity. They all close to each other. Well, you just said it. Don't get mad when I repeat what you said.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. Got to be careful. But yeah, Vlad he's building a history of being a Chad. I never heard it called that, but I like
it. So when he repeats what y'all say, why y'all mad at him?
Because it's him.
Yeah.
Because he looks like he's not of the culture. It's the look. We talk about the look.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why we can call Drake a colonizer, even though he's making the top hip hop music in the world right now.
We can call him that, but we shouldn't.
But we do. That's the first thing Kendrick went after was, you're a colonizer. Your mama white.
And the thing is, everybody knew his mom, like his mama been white all his life. Everybody knew his mama was white.
So that's my question, man. What's black enough? What does black really mean, man? Is black a culture? Is black a color? Is black? What is black, man?
It's gotta be it's a culture. Because all right, you tell me, you look at these two people in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me who's part of the culture and who's not. I'm gonna give you two people that you're gonna know who they are, and they're in the same house. And you tell me who's part of the culture, Will or Carlton.
Say Will.
But they're both black.
True. So it's more culture. But he's still black.
He's still black.
But he can still speak on the culture, right? Can Carlton still speak on the culture since he's black?
I personally don't think so.
Why?
He doesn't know it. He doesn't. Every brother ain't a brother because of color.
But
so you think Tim Scott can speak on the culture?
So what? Okay, so that's, here we go. Now I'm asking another question. It's gonna be a question on question. What is culture? Is culture about being black? Or are we talking about hip hop culture mixed in there? Because I feel like he can relate to being he is black. He's been black his whole life. He's probably experienced black things.
I definitely say it's a black experience.
Mm-hmm.
But how did that black experience affect you?
Yeah, it'd be hard to tell.
Yeah, how did you react to it? Because somewhere along the line, Tim, what you experience and most black people experience, they just ain't, or your perception of what it was, it just is not the same.
Okay, does it have to be the same?
We're all different people.
But does it have to be aligned with the norms of the culture?
I think to be accepted into the culture, it's got to be aligned with something. Now, you might be part of the culture, but you may not be accepted. Because you just said that Tim Scott, he should have the black experience. You think he's accepted into the culture?
And that's only because the culture is liberal. I mean, let's be honest. The culture itself is traditionally democratic and liberal, right?
All right.
Traditionally.
Colin Powell.
Again, Republican, conservative. The black people accept him only now because he's not in a position of power.
I think he was always accepted.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think he was always accepted, even though he was a Republican.
I mean,
it's the words that come out of Tim Scott's mouth that make him not be accepted. Candace knows the experience of being a black woman.
The words.
It's the words that come out. She ain't. Tim Scott got a better chance of coming to the cookout than she does.
So those conversations, let's say Candace jumped in the conversation about Kendrick Lamar hip hop. I feel like she could.
I feel like she should be blasted more than Vlad.
But she wouldn't be.
And that's a problem.
Because of a look.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem, man.
So what is black enough? What is black versus what is culture? I mean, I'm just asking.
And I'm sitting and I'm dumbfounded. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to say because we got a Vlad who's in the culture. He interviews. He does some of the best interviews of black people that we've forgot about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
He really does. But he can't speak on music.
And what can you even take away from his contribution?
No.
Like what he's given.
No.
From what he's receiving. You know, everybody can say, well, he's taking more than he's giving, but he's giving.
He's giving.
A lot of great interviews out there. So I'm sorry.
I mean, I think y'all Negroes just tripping.
Yeah.
And you see, to the professor at Princeton, she probably should have sat that one out. She probably shouldn't have made that comment.
Right. But she had to. Because she felt like she got more credit than Vlad would have got. I mean, she's like, oh yeah, you're right, sis. You're right.
Of course she did.
That's what people want.
Of course she did.
Because as long as it lines up with what everybody else thinks and says, like an echo chamber is what it is.
It really is. I mean, that dude had every right to speak on some music. He didn't even say, boy, Kendrick killed Drake. Or Kendrick's his diss was whack. He ain't say none of that.
Right.
He just made a comment on the music.
Well, the culture had already picked a side. Based on what we talked about earlier. Hate to say color, but when you see the colonizer, that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't know if it was based on color or what. And I based it on lyrics.
Could have been. Yeah, he did. I mean,
he cooked him pretty good.
He cooked him pretty good. We won't take it away, but culturally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, you got people like Rick Ross calling him white boy, white boy, white boy. Since when? I guess that's your biggest insult for me, white boy.
It is. That's why I said the culture's funny now, man. It's different.
Man, that's so stupid, white boy. White boy.
His own with no draws.
And my mama is white. So I mean, hey, if you calling me white boy, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, cause my parents black.
Yeah.
My mama is white. What are you doing?
Do we really want to go down that route?
No, we don't.
Do we as black people, do we really want to go down there? Do we want to go back to colorism and really talking about skin color? I feel like we kind of
We're headed that direction.
We headed that direction, man. I see it every day. I hear it all the time. The light skin, the black. It's just, I don't know.
Willie Lynch said it would last 300-400 years. We still going.
We still going, man. I don't want us to go back down that hole. It's not good for us.
It's not a good look. And it is just more division.
Yeah.
So how can we unite and you darker than me, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Man, that ain't.
It ain't. And when we make fun of it, sometimes it's funny, but people watching. Like you said, you got to watch what you say in front of others.
You absolutely do. And you know what? Even something growing up, and you know, I sometimes got a slick mouth every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we was cracking on people, I never cracked on anybody for being you so black.
You never did that. Mm-hmm. Either.
To me, it's always been a sensitive thing to me.
Mm-hmm. And
that was when light skin was in style. And I still wouldn't.
Yeah, because it felt weird, right? It
just didn't feel right. It felt icky.
It did. It does. and people, I remember that used to be a thing, man. That used to be like biggest thing you could say. Your mama's so black that
it felt icky. Didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's making a comeback on the opposite side. It's like the reverse.
Well, see, we started to fall out of favor with women. When that during Michael Jordan, that black Wesley Snipes.
Now you're gonna do
it. we fell out of favor, but that was just, that was women's preference.
But even with that, is that fair for people to actually call that out and say, well, light skinned dudes ain't even in style no more? Even calling it a style.
Yeah, we didn't know how. Light skinned guys didn't know how to react to that. I mean, we really didn't. So then you got Michael Jordan, and he come and shave his head, and women talking about, ooh, he's so sexy. I'm like, man, y'all used not like dudes that look like that.
When that happened?
And then Wesley, Nino, like, wait a minute, what is going on?
And some would credit it to be like reaching back to your culture, your roots, or it's just a style.
We went this style, and then Kane, and he started doing all that. Man, we was going through a rough time.
Did you ever come back though? Notice I said, y'all, I'm kind of, I can kind of pass.
Some of us have a timeless look that lasts a lifetime, so it really doesn't matter.
So it didn't change your life. It didn't affect you when y'all went out.
No, but it did at that point. The dating pool wasn't as big. Cause they was really going out these. See it, but it was really. they was really liking these peasy head dudes.
But this only happened like the early 90s, though.
Yeah.
Y'all had the 80s locked.
Yeah, but you remember, I'm born in 70. The early 90s, that's my prime years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was out.
Yeah, man, it was a lot. But I didn't hate all dark-skinned people. I wasn't no fan of dark-skinned men.
But didn't you hear that? Don't you feel that's a sense of like discrimination, though?
It was. It was.
I mean, it's nothing you can do about it. It's your color. You can go out in the sun. You're only gonna turn red.
Yeah, and the women liked what they liked.
You're right.
What can you do?
Now, the reverse part of that, what if men, which some men will say, what if men only like, quote unquote, red bones?
Yeah, and that was a thing. That was a thing that back in the day, anyway, you would see with dark-skinned guys.
Right. but that's considered discrimination in a way.
Well, but see, most of us, the people that I hung out with, man, we like the whole spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
What did Kane say? I take them from mellow yellow to chocolate yoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm. Spectrum.
There you go.
Yeah.
From a sister act down to a single white female.
Oh, I remember that line. I remember Kane.
Yeah. I listened to Kane the other day. I listened to Kane yesterday. Taste the Chocolate.
I like that album.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Taste the Chocolate. That's one that slept on once. Yeah,
but,
slept.
Yeah, man.
It's interesting though, man. The culture's weird. It's a weird place.
It's weird. And it's weird. And like you said, if the right person jumps on something, everybody gonna follow it.
Yeah, because someone's telling me if Barack Obama was a conservative, a real conservative Republican, I don't think people would embrace him like they do. And they did.
Depending on at the time. I really think in 2008, if he was a Republican, I think he still would have got elected. I think we still would have voted for him.
You think so?
We had never seen a black president.
We were already so in line with the Democratic Party.
But we had never seen a black president. We ain't had a president that cool
since
ever.
Some would argue Bill Clinton, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Barack. The way Barack carried himself, the way he would speak, just like things going on, he'd call it out right then. Man, smoked Newports. Had the black lips.
That made him black, didn't it?
That did. I think, if he was a Republican and if he carried himself the same way, now he couldn't have carried himself like Tim Scott.
Oh man, I mean, I can't argue it. We don't know, but I don't know, man. Coming out of the Bush years, I don't know. So you think we would have voted for him? You would have voted for him
because he was black.
Well, a lot of people did that anyway.
Yeah, not afraid, and a lot of people didn't because he's black. not afraid to admit that. Because first time I voted for him, I did it because he was black.
Yeah, you said that. You admitted on that. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he was a great president too. I mean, I like the guy. I like most of what he did, for the most part.
I like some of what he did.
Some of it, yeah.
I didn't like some of what he did, but he always carried himself presidential.
Yeah, with dignity, respect.
Didn't have a scandal.
They tried.
Because if they would have had anything on that brother, they'd have got him. His wife carried herself with grace. That's why, hey, Flip, if you listening, that's why Michelle is off limits.
Oh man, yeah, she's definitely off limits, and Kanye too. Kanye trying to get with her.
It's crazy. See, Kanye, he done lost his mind.
Oh man,
yeah, I think we would have embraced him. I really do. Now, would that have made us be Republican from then on? No. We would have voted Barack for them 2 terms, and then we went right back Democrat.
That would have been interesting to see.
Just think, in bizarro world, if Barack is a Republican, I bet you Trump's a Democrat.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to picture, the future of that. Would he had aligned with Trump? I don't think so.
Trump would have been a Democrat. Now the question is, does the Democratic Party do they? And we all off in the what ifs. Do they act like the Trumplicans act? No, they can't, because he's gonna have a whole different platform.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, he's gonna have a whole. Well, he'll probably have the same group of people if he says the right things.
But I don't think he can say the things he says as a Democrat.
I don't know. Well, like he said, he was the answer to Obama.
So if
he was still gonna be the answer.
but if Obama is Republican, so are they gonna pull out the hatred that Democrats have for black people? That shouldn't.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say.
Yeah, really. It's
hard to even think
these
about.
Questions we don't have any answer to, and we'll never have one too.
Yeah, we do a lot of it, but I mean, it makes you think about it, like, what are we really embracing? We're embracing the politics of a person, or we embracing their belief system, or is it just a look?
I really think that we would have, the way Barack carried himself, I think we would have still voted for him. I would have.
You would have voted? Yeah, I definitely would have. So. But yeah, man. So this is crazy. So sound crazy. So LeBron, it was a high school that put out an art project of a cereal box. It said eating monkeys will make you jump like a monkey, and had LeBron James dunking the basketball. One of the most disgusting, racist things I've seen in a long time. How did you react when you saw this?
My question is, how does this get there? How does this get through all the school filters for somebody not to say, this is wrong, you can't do this?
Well, you know, the artist is going to say it's art. Art is art, right?
No, it's an expression that you can't make.
I told you.
In my school, and you're not a artist. You're a high school student.
Yeah.
If you want to be an artist, drop out of school, be a starving artist. That never. I blame the administration, the teachers, all of that stuff, because that never should. This kid should have been. I'm not going to say suspend him. That picture never should have made it. That picture should have been an F and not displayed.
It makes you wonder how much these schools want attention and publicity,
or how much they don't really care. It don't bother them.
I mean, come on now.
Let me tell you, and I don't have the whole wording. My daughter's senior year in high school. In the yearbook, we didn't get these. They get quotes. You know, they get a quote and they put it in the yearbook.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids that was a senior, her senior year, put something in there, and I'm paraphrasing, saying we would have all been so much better if the South had won. And it made the yearbook.
It should have never made the yearbook.
It should have never made the yearbook. It made the yearbook, but the seniors got to, they could paint their parking place, their parking spot at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
My daughter at that time painted Black Lives Matter, and she had to paint something else. But it was okay to have that racist statement in there, and it got through the editors, got through all the teachers, all of that.
That is crazy. We had an incident like that where somebody put someone is gay in the yearbook. Put the guy's name, says somebody is gay in their name. And they collected everyone's yearbook and put a sticker on it, covered that up for everybody.
That's what they did.
That surprised me they didn't do that with that. That's crazy.
And the only reason they, you know, my daughter, the only reason they ended up even saying something about it is because my daughter called them out on it.
Yeah.
And when I say called them out, like the principal.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't, I don't think they took the yearbooks back.
Wow. Yeah. I remember they should have.
They should have.
It was a hassle. I'm sure that would be a hassle trying to collect it because some people weren't going to turn theirs in, and it was. But
you should never have. That should have never made the printing press.
Yeah, that the yearbook staff should have been in trouble.
They should have said, no, we can't. You need to change your quote.
Yeah.
Or you're just not going to have a quote.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was okay with them.
So, so with this thing, I mean.
You wonder what these schools are thinking.
What are they thinking, man? Like, what's going on? Like, do they just want the attention? They don't care? Or is this how they feel?
I think they don't care. I think that's how that student felt. I don't think the teacher's cared.
Probably not.
Or they may have felt it, but I really don't think that. I think half the time they don't check it anyway.
Yeah, I'll just put it up. It's LeBron.
Yeah, did you read it? Jump like a monkey. That's LeBron. You ain't got Luca up there when you talking about jump like a monkey.
Yeah. It's like you just don't know what people are gonna say anymore, man. You never know what you're gonna see.
And it'll only get worse come January. If what could very well happen in November.
Yeah. It could happen too.
If Mr. Chocolate Pants wins.
Does this man really wear a diaper? Is that true?
Look, this guy has been saying this for a while, and he has not been sued for slander.
I mean, does that take away his credibility? If he ever had any.
Fools still talking about real men wear diapers now.
When I saw that, I was like, really? Could he take this and capitalize off of this from wearing a diaper? He will.
He capitalized off the mugshots. But when you do it, how can you do all this questioning about Joe? You fall asleep in court. Now you miss the chocolate pants.
And you poop yourself.
And they be smelling it.
I think pooping yourself is worse than falling asleep.
It's definitely worse than falling asleep. But for some, they real men wear diapers. Where they do that at?
What real men wear diapers?
Maybe you should say old men wear diapers.
Oh man, I did not notice. If this is a real thing, man, that's pretty good. It's pretty.
This
funny.
Dude hasn't been sued. If you go around telling people that I wear a diaper,
right?
And I'm running for president.
You suing, ain't you?
I'm suing. I'm gonna call a lawyer.
A real one, huh?
I know a lawyer. and I'm gonna have them like, look, he lying. I'm gonna drop trial. See, I ain't wearing no diaper.
Ain't wearing no diaper. Man, yeah, that's hilarious. What's not so funny? Another gun found in Parkland High School in the area. Like, what's it gonna take?
Man, I don't know. Parkland's like Vietnam.
It's like Vietnam. We used to talk about East Side High.
Very East Side.
Classic.
I mean, they smacking teachers, bringing guns. Somebody get the gun going off. Somebody getting shot.
Yeah, the principal left. Was the principal? She left. She out. She gone somewhere else. She couldn't take it anymore.
Was it during the year?
It was like the other day. She out, man.
He said, "The heck with y'all! I can't take this no more."
Yeah, she's out.
Man, it's crazy. But you expect the teachers to raise these kids, and these kids just they just do whatever. I got to come to class worry about a kid swinging on me. If I swing back on them, I'm going to jail. Mm-hmm. Now They bring in guns in the school. They ain't got no. They in Winston.
Yeah,
They
no
ain't
metal.
got no metal detectors.
They will now. They're trying to implement. They have them in Greensboro. They're trying to implement them in Winston. I mean, they're expensive.
That's
Granted,
okay.
I mean, I know.
All this lottery money.
Well, actually, they have them there. My fault. It didn't go off. They do have metal detectors there.
So
it didn't work.
They got a 1975 metal detector.
Apparently, it's like those. Remember, we always thought the buses had cameras. They used to tell us they had cameras.
Yeah, they didn't have them.
Yeah.
Them metal detectors probably ain't worked for years.
Yeah.
And the kids done figured it out.
Yeah.
And why did he bring a gun to school?
Where they get? Yeah.
Where
they get it? That's my question. Where are they getting these guns?
Man,
too many guns out there.
It's too many guns out there.
Yeah.
And people with guns kill people.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a high school kid coming in that could kill somebody, mess up their life, their family's life, their victims life, mess up their family's life. And it's with somebody who's not mentally ready because they're in high school.
And the kid was injured, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because the gun went off.
The gun went off at the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that principal, she's been there since 2022. She left for a job in Guilford County. She's out.
She's like, shoot, I'll be the janitor. Just get me out of here.
Yeah, because they're gonna start pointing the finger at her.
Yeah, she's gonna get the blame. So she's getting out at the right time. But because she had to. But how handcuffed is a principal?
I mean, I would say they are. I mean, what can they do? It's really on the superintendent and a lot of politics involved.
And she may have said these metal detectors don't work. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, it's not in the budget. We don't have it right now.
Yeah, we can't turn them on.
Okay. So, these kids know that these things don't work.
Yeah. The end of the year is always a bad time in school. You know that when people fight.
Because they're tired of being in school. They right at the end. They want it to be over.
Mm-hmm. They do some stupid stuff.
Yeah, tempers are short. It's getting hot outside. You want to be outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So, man, prayers to the child that was injured and families and just, man.
And quit having all these doggone guns on the street.
Yeah. They're out there, man. There's too many out there.
Kids with guns.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it on the same Rice.
Yeah, this
SC Chiefs. Assault.
This nigga.
Nigga, stupid.
Again, man.
You don't get it. His NFL career is going to be ended prematurely.
Now, he was already in trouble for, was this the guy that had the car accident?
Yep.
Just
like the 12 car.
Tried to leave the scene.
He tried to leave the scene. Same guy.
He beat up somebody, allegedly.
This guy is now, he's really, I know they have like those orientations for new players, but he'd have been there, 2, 3, 4 years?
Yeah.
He don't get it. And it's gonna end up him costing himself the best job he ever could have had.
Yeah.
And he's a number one receiver pretty much. He playing with the greatest quarterback playing today.
Did Tom Brady come back? Is he He come back. Tom Brady's
I
playing.
didn't want to have an argument with you, so I didn't say the greatest of all time.
Okay.
I said the greatest playing today.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. Gotcha.
I mean, what dude on top of the world? What, 24, 25 years old, somewhere in there?
Yeah. Just messing up, man. Just about to mess it up, man. I don't understand like how, like what they think. Like
they don't. And you know, I was listening to Nightcap the other day, and I knew they got paid during the season. It didn't really register how much money they make for 5 months. So if I got a $10 million salary a year, I'm getting all that $10 million in 5 months. Think of how big those checks are.
You made it.
And if you don't know how to handle it,
it can go quick. Lawsuits.
There you go. And you'll get that head where you're untouchable. This fool should have known after he done had this accident. I probably need to just stay at the crib. Especially for the rest of this off season.
But he got to be out there, man. He got to be in the streets, man. He got to be outside.
Okay. You're gonna be outside of the NFL. Keep playing.
I don't get, like I said, you made it. At this point, you made it. You try to get away from those things. All the negative stuff.
Yeah, you would think. So that means some of your boys that came with you can't. Look, Earl, I know how you act. I can't do it.
And I thought these kids were learning from mistakes of others. I guess not.
No, they got to make their own, and then they got to make them again.
Yeah.
But at some point, you'll make one too many. The NFL is unforgiving.
It is. We've seen it so many times. I mean,
look, Ray Rice.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. It was Ray Rice. I would say he was what, 31 when this happened?
He can still play. Look at Cap.
Cap out. His situation, a little different.
And all he did was kneel.
I know. That's what I'm saying. His situation was like, there's more politics behind his, but still, I mean, he was at his peak.
And unforgiving. This dude keep messing up.
Just stay inside, man. Just so much stuff. You can have a party at your house.
You sure can.
With your select people that you want.
And you can do like that. Take the phones.
Mm-hmm.
Leave your cell phone here. We'll give it back to you when you leave. Have your good time. Have your party. And stay home. But man, I'll try to get this shirt. Wife won't let me get it.
What does it say? Let's say something crazy.
It's the shirt that says, "Don't party with Diddy."
I'm glad she's not. Because this has not come out yet.
Hey, we are another week, and he ain't been charged
again.
Hey, but we still know about the Diddy parties.
True. Alleged.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool shirt. Don't party with Diddy.
That's pretty good.
Hey, where you gonna wear that? Everywhere. What's the matter?
Hey, it's a conversation piece.
There you go.
It's definitely a conversation piece.
I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, I think you might, man. Yeah, you probably already got it. It's on its way.
I ain't got it yet. I ain't got it
yet. Speaking of somebody catching shots,
Tyler
Perry, man, they making a movie called Not Another Church Movie, spoofing all his career, pretty much.
And you see on the back where it's got what church is written over Tyler Perry. You look at the bit, yeah.
Man, why did Tyler Perry hate, man? All he did was try to bring y'all some watchable movies. He tried.
He ain't really tried to bring no watchable movies.
He tried, man.
He tried to bring movies to get him paid. Well, I mean, that's the most sincere form of flattery.
What?
Hey, do you remember? Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah.
It made fun of that genre of movies.
A genre, not a whole. This one man.
Well, he made his own genre.
He did. He did make his own genre. You're right. So he deserves this. That's what you're saying. Tyler deserves it.
I think it's amazing that it's getting played. You know, the Boondocks Winston Jerome episode, BET didn't ever play it.
They didn't? How'd I see it? Oh, that was on.
It was on YouTube. The DVD, and it's on Max. And you saw it on YouTube.
Now, how did he stop that? How did Tyler stop that episode?
I guess he had that kind of power.
So how can you think he'll be able to stop this movie though?
Jamie Foxx in it, with Mickey Rourke. There's a bunch of people in it.
Yeah, it is.
I think he might just have to sit and be salty. He might just have to clutch his pearls doing this one.
I don't think he's going to, man. I see a lawsuit somewhere.
I mean,
he's actually doing scenes over in the movie, like they're redoing scenes.
Yeah, I mean, they are really. I mean, you can't deny who this is about.
Man, they got Mr. Brown in there.
You got Medea and Joe.
Joe, that's who I was. Yeah, it's got Joe. Man, this is. I'm gonna watch it though. I want to see it.
I bet it's funny.
It looks funny.
But it's like, you know, don't be a menace was funny.
Yeah. But he's one of our treasures, though, man. Tyler Perry Studios.
He used to be.
What happened? What happened, man?
Tyler stopped being a treasure, really, and it's amazing to our community when he stopped being so churchy.
He stopped.
Yeah. So his popularity expanded, but he stopped being a treasure to us. Because
why though? What changed? This is content.
Some of the Tyler Perry stuff.
Yeah, I try not. The shows, no, I haven't.
Man, some of the shows. Now I like Sisters.
Okay.
I liked, Sister. All the shows scare me. I liked when he first came out with the Haves and Have-Nots.
Okay.
I liked If Loving You Was Wrong.
That did.
I liked him, but then, you know, at the end of the Haves and Have-Nots, he just killed everybody. They all got killed. He was killing people in If Loving You Was Wrong. But like here with Sisters, which is a good show, he got Ruthless. Man, it's just so much. I mean, Ruthless shows full frontal nudity.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
that's a movie.
It's a show. It's on BET Plus,
but
it actually comes on BET. Like after the season of BET Plus, it comes on BET.
Okay.
But it's like he got so far removed from the plays that were inspirational, and now it's just, man, I just put anything out there because I would put my name on it.
What changed though? Did he ever? Let me ask you: was he ever like a? They ever put out there he was a Christian?
Yeah, he did
when he first came out.
Yeah,
did he actually put it out there that he was a Christian? Nobody just assumed because of his content.
I'm almost certain that he put it out.
I was just wondering. I'd like to see.
And even at the end of his plays, he speaks so inspirational about what God has done for him, what God brought him from. And it's like now, man, he just put together filth.
So money. So pretty much money and fame.
The love of money is the root of all evil. And I think for money, he's just done. So he's even, you know, there was a time Medea movies they didn't cuss.
They cuss. Ones I've seen.
Yeah, now they do.
Yeah, they say whatever.
Yeah, now they do.
Mm-hmm.
But he's.
But where we went wrong, I say we. I ain't really support him like that, but we as a culture is we're supporting him no matter what he put out.
And that's the thing, we still are. So I don't have to. They're not holding me to a standard. That's why I can do mea culpa.
Yeah, where are the standards? Where's the standard? Yeah.
So because Netflix, Prime, these people know that black people are going to watch what I do, so they're going to give me these big checks. Man, I give them black folk anything. They'll accept anything I put out there if I put my name on. That's why Tyler Perry stuff always says Tyler Perry's whatever.
Yeah, but we know it's Tyler Perry. It's gonna be. We got to see it.
Yeah, because halftime now we don't even say it's gonna be good, but we say we got to see it.
Now we watch it for the train wreck. How bad is it gonna be? So no matter what, we still gonna watch it.
And Tyler's like, well, y'all can complain about it all you want to.
I'm getting paid.
Cha-ching. No publicity is bad publicity.
For somebody without integrity.
Yeah. So and I think that's where Tyler has, I'm not gonna say he's changed, because he's probably been like this the whole time, but he's more exposing himself. And the more we see, the less we treasure, but we still flock to it.
Because we don't have any alternatives. That's the bad part.
There's nobody else black doing anything.
Spike Lee, we only see him at Knicks games. We don't see him putting out content. Who else is out there?
I mean, they're not gonna let Issa. Yeah, they're not gonna let Issa get, especially when she want to do her own thing.
Yeah,
they're not gonna let her get so big.
We need more black art. Period.
We do.
We do. We don't have a lot of it, man. It's not in the forefront, at least. It's out there.
Music.
Yeah, we got enough musicians, though. I mean, as far as
just what the world needs, another rapper.
I was gonna say, we need something else, man. Like, that's why we're so engulfed with this whole Kendrick thing, because
we ain't got nothing else to entertain us.
No matter what age. This people care about this beef from 16 to 55.
Yeah, they really do. We ain't got nothing else to entertain us. I mean, when?
Oh man.
I mean,
when was the last time you saw a good movie, a good uplifting movie where you walk out or not walk out, turn it off and you're like, wow, that was great. Black movie. Yeah, we can't go this long without silence. They're gonna
think it froze. Man, I can't.
Can't think of one, right?
Yeah, I can't think of one.
A long time.
Even though black movies, they just be violent or sexual.
Because that's what we pay for. Like, look at 50. He capitalized on all that.
He's showing up here. And you know, my mind's scattered. You know, a movie that we didn't put in the top 10. How in the world neither one of us had in our top 10?
What's that?
Life.
Oh. Now, if Life comes on, I'm watching Life every time.
Yeah.
I don't know how that didn't make it.
I'll tell you how either one of, I can understand how EJ missed it because he put Vampire in Brooklyn.
He did, and Cool Runnings.
Yeah, I can understand how he missed it.
Did.
But yeah, we don't even have movies like that too.
That was even uplifting a little bit to me.
Yeah. When you said they didn't die,
right? They didn't die. It was just them living. Well, they're in prison, but it's adjusting
in the upper room.
Yeah, right. You don't have that. You don't have that, man. It's not even funny anymore. They don't have even comedies, good comedies anymore, really.
You don't, even on TV, you don't have good comedies.
No. It's a bunch of violence. And
did you see, it's 3 hours long, but did you see the Tom Brady roast?
I haven't. How is it?
Man, it's good. But nothing is off limits.
Really?
I mean, they make Jew jokes. Nothing is off limits. It's to me, it's almost like a throwback to when things was really funny.
I might have to watch it. I saw it on there. I was like, I don't want to watch a roast of Tom Brady. But
it's actually, I was like, man, I don't really want to see that. But it's actually good.
I heard Kim K got booed.
Man, I think she shouldn't have went.
Really? That bad?
I mean, some of the things it's a roast.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't just roasting that one person. If you in that audience and you can be seen, it's kind of like going to a comedy show. If you sitting on the front row,
you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it. But I just, some of the things that they said about her, man, I was uncomfortable.
Really?
I mean, we all know she got a black body count.
Oh, it was those jokes. She even said something about Kevin Hart. Yeah, I caught that one joke.
Yeah. But I mean, we all know, but they ain't gotta keep talking about her and black men.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of her. That's all they got. Man. What else they gonna say?
Yeah, they can say you worth $1 billion.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about her acting career. I mean,
yeah, that ain't work. They ain't gonna they ain't gonna talk about her movie skills.
Right. She has been in film.
She got famous.
She got famous
on film.
I mean, hadn't acted since.
And didn't act much there either.
Didn't act much there. That was reality TV at its finest.
But I mean, yeah, I was like, man, why they give her such a hard time about black men? Which I mean, we know why. Because that seems like that's all she ever be with.
Taboo. I might have to catch it. I heard it was better than Cat Williams.
It was better than Cat Williams.
Really?
I started listening to Cat again.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it without looking at the.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I ended up cutting it off.
It's not that funny, right?
It's really not. It's really not. I gave it a 7 or 8. I'm gonna drop it about 6 or 7.
I'm about 6 or 5. Yeah.
But blind football.
That's what saved it for.
It took the visual, though. It really did take the visual.
Oh man.
To really put it over the top for me with blind football.
Yeah. Well, speaking of comedy, man, how do you feel about Tiffany Haddish going on a rant about Israel? Did you see that?
Tiffany, I thought Tiffany's drunk.
Well, Tiffany is now sober.
The devil is a lie.
How many days sober she is?
She's what, 2 hours?
I think she's still smoking weed.
Yeah, okay, something. I mean, why? I mean, why? She was really
Jewish. She's Jewish. Did you know that? She identifies herself as a
black Jew.
She's a black Jew.
I thought it was only Drake and Sammy Davis Jr.
And
Jesus.
And Tiffany Haddish.
And Jesus.
Are you trying to get us taken down, huh? Such a good show. He's gonna stop it right here.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was Jewish.
Well, that's what she said. Yeah. That's why she's going on this rant about the protesters, how they shouldn't protest and all this stuff.
So here's my thing, though. When did these comics become so smart that they just want to talk about the world? I mean, talk about all these issues and not tell jokes.
I'm glad you said that. You know when it changed? I blame Dave Chappelle for this.
He's the one.
That's where it stopped being funny and people like, oh, I like when you just talk. I want to hear jokes.
But Chappelle can do it in a way that's funny.
He can, but even he was getting a little stale.
But everybody's not Chappelle.
Mm-mm. But he's the one. He started this.
Yeah, I agree. But see, it didn't affect Cat until Club Shay Shay. Now, when Cat does interviews and stuff, he tries to show how smart he is.
Yeah, it's like, look,
I just want to laugh.
I do too.
So yeah, they're outsmarting themselves trying to show how smart they are. I want to know how funny you are.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that Cat. How many jokes did he tell? Like jokes?
Not many. That's why I said he was trying to be too smart. He was trying to be too. I don't know.
I just need you to be funny. And see, he's one of the few people that you can just look at him and his voice, and he'll make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But there really wasn't no substance to it.
Nah. Yeah, he didn't have a lot of substance, and like I said, he was trying to be smart, and that's been happening a lot lately with Tiffany Haddish, and then we had DC Young Fly tried to preach on the stage, and he got booed.
Well. Yeah, I'm coming to laugh. I got enough smartness and stuff going on in my life. I'm coming here so you can make me laugh.
Yep.
That's what I paid for you to make me laugh. Man, I don't want to hear how smart you are.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no politics.
If I want to do that, I'll go to a TED Talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what she got booed. They told her. Like, we don't want to hear you.
And she just going off while it, So now you mad, I'm mad, everybody mad, but I'm the one out of the money.
Yeah. And you're supposed to be funny. Even in her interview, I don't know if you saw the Breakfast Club interview with Tiffany. You should watch it if you haven't. She funny on there either.
Yeah, I'm tired of smart comedians.
I don't understand why you go on a show and you're not. It's not like your funny would come out in an interview because you're just naturally funny.
Yeah.
Nope. She started talking Israel and how the college kids protesting is a bad move. And
so, the college kids can have their opinions just like you can have yours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he said, you need to be a lobbyist. You need to go out and vote. And people were comparing what she was saying to what people were saying in the 1960s when the civil rights protest. I'm like, better watch yourself.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Like, you sound crazy right now. You saying the same thing, the same rhetoric.
Yeah, we don't want smart comedians.
Nope. Let's go back to funny.
We want funny comedians. They're comedians. I'm not going to hear no speech. Like I said, I go to a TED Talk.
That's why I can respect the Kevin Hart. I might not think he's the funniest all the time, but he stays in his lane.
But he tries to be funny.
Never heard him do a political joke. No politics involved. It's just
he really don't.
Never heard him.
Yeah, he don't. And he hosted the roast.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing political. Well, that's one thing you didn't really. You might have heard something about DeSantis real quick, but
they stay away from politics because
boy, they didn't stay off of Jews though.
I might have to watch this
because Julian Edelman was there and he's a Jew, and then one of the guys that was roasting him, he's a Jew. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, man, it's actually good. I was surprised.
I might have to watch it, and I got to catch BMF because you said there's a surprise guest at the party, in the club or something, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real surprised. You said,
I mean, because they say who it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's another real famous person that was at the club. Can
this show just end already? Like, let's just get to them going to prison.
Yeah, why are we getting another season of that when we could have got another season of Power Book 2 instead of y'all canceling it after this season coming up?
where they messed up when they got rid of Lamar.
Yeah. Hey, but watch when you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the credits, or you might notice it. And who plays this character?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna catch it tonight.
Because he did it, and I was like, this dude really sound like him. Well, there's a reason that he sounds like him.
Oh. All right. You got me thinking now. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna catch it. Yeah, man, I know the rest of the show's gonna be bad.
Well, that was the season finale.
Oh, that was it. That's it.
So yeah, they took a week off and then came back and said, "Here's season finale."
Why do they do that?
It was so dumb.
I was looking forward last week. I'm like, what? Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Where's it at?
The Shy is back though.
I'm on that tonight too. I got a lot to watch tonight, man. What time is it? It came on tonight, right?
Yes,
10th, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We will be talking about the Shy on here. We got to talk about the Shy.
That's a good show.
Great show. Great show.
It's gonna be weird without Kevin.
Oh, Kevin is gone. He went to LA.
And he's really gone. He's doing other things. At least they ain't killing though.
Like they did Brandon.
Yeah.
Kill Brandon, man.
I love Brandon. Brandon was a good character. Evidently, he was a bad dude, but he was a good character.
Allegedly. I don't believe it.
Yeah, and then they just kind of they killed him, and it really wasn't no aftermath of him killing him, really.
Funeral, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mama disappeared. That was it.
Yeah, it was like we moving on to these other people.
The girlfriend, she moved away, apparently. Yeah,
which I give them credit though. They rebounded and they still,
because you brought a character like Duda. Whenever you have a bad guy that's good,
yeah, Duda is something else, man.
Duda serious.
Duda is something else.
Duda something else, man. So yeah, the Shy is back tonight or Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's you know, I was working hard today, so I watched both of them.
You already watched the Shy too?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm saying. Is it good?
It's good. The Shy is always good.
I never miss. Yeah, you're right. The Shy don't miss.
Yeah, it's always good. So
it must be nice to be able to watch your favorite shows at work.
Hey, man, on Fridays, a lot of times I'm just there on Fridays.
Yeah.
Most of my work, the bulk is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. And then Friday's yours.
Yeah, Friday. I'm like, man.
The clock. Yeah, let's
go with this clock.
Let's go.
House party. What's wrong with this clock? A minute don't take that long.
Right. Take it forever. That's how I go, man. All right, bro. Well, we're gonna get out of here, man. You got anything you want to get off your chest?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I know that this will come out Monday, but you was a mother on Sunday, you'll be a mother on Monday. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for all that you have implemented into our lives. And happy Mother's Day.
Yep. Happy
and
Mother's
to all
Day.
the daddies, the single daddies that's raising your children, you'll get Father's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Yeah, you ain't a mother. You might be a mother.
Yeah, you might be a mother lover, but
happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. Shout out to
all the mothers. Thank you,
yes,
you.
sir. All right, brother. Good show, man.
All right, man. All right, love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
Put that on your shirt.
You don't know that? That's Miss Lauren.
Lauren Hill.
Miss Lauren. That's Miss Lauren Hill. You call her Lauren.
That's Lauren Hill.
She goes by Miss Lauren Hill.
I'm gonna call Lauren. I'm gonna call
Lauren. All right, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace.